So this is the open screen of SAP BPC. If you see on the left side, you will have the following menu: activities, process monitor, library, documents, consolidation central. This has the consolidation monitor, controls monitor, journals, ownership manager, and audit. So the open page, what you are seeing right now, is called the home screen of BPC, where here you can able to monitor some work process, you can able to generate a new report, new workspace, new input forms, okay, or else you can control entire consolidation system. So and you can go to the library and get back some of your documents. So monitor the running processes of any existing process of BPC. So these things only you can see in this screen, okay. But when you want to develop any certain thing, any of the different kind of thing, then you have to go to the, in the launch pad you have one more icon called planning and consolidation administration, okay. If you click on that, see, if you click on this, you are able to see left side one more big menu which is called administration part for your BPC's current environment, okay. So first of all, I have to tell you what is the environment. So in BW, when we created an info area, right? It's a folder like thing. In the same way, in BPC also, we have the environment. Environment means, see here, administration of AG underscore training. This AG underscore training is called environment. See, if you see what are the environments are there in the BPC, you can go to in the rightmost side, you have two things: manage all environments and change environment. Okay, so this is called manage all environments, and you can go there and you can change the environment there. Okay, so now you are seeing the list of environments which are already created here, and you can use any one environment. We have so many environments are there. Whenever you want to create an environment, you cannot create. Remember this point very clearly. At any time, already one environment, minimum one environment will be there in a. It will be created in your machine of your BPC server. Using that, you have to create your own environment. We have to copy that and we have to create a new with your own name. That means whatever the settings are there, it will be the same for all. Okay, that's what. So now go to the top, select any one environment first. Any one environment. And here you can see copy, delete, change description, something. So you can edit the things here. So if you want to create a new, you have to say copy only. Okay, so just say copy. So you can provide the environment ID and description here. For example, I will give you both of your name. So these are the records to copy in data in the models, web documents and documents. So if you can check any, if you uncheck any of this particular document thing, you are not able to access. This environment will not be created for that particular purpose. So you should, you have the choice to make what particular thing can done in the creation of environment ID. So that environment ID will be served like that. So just say copy. Copying the environment, it will take time, minimum 2 to 3 minutes, because it will copy from all the instances. It has a underlying background jobs and background instances that will be written automatically from one environment to another environment before it was created. So it will take time, generally 2 to 3 minutes. In most cases, it will take 5 to 6 minutes also. So just wait. It is copying the environment and it will create with your ID. Just wait, because I told that there is a main folder creation. So it will provide the rights to do some models creation permissions, web document permissions, document permissions, and their document copying, interchanging, integrating. So all these things have many library files will be there. So before it was doing something, so it has to copy the complete all .llb files to generate this type of environment here in the BPC. First we will create the environment, then we will create the model, then we'll create the dimensions, okay, and we'll integrate that into the model, and then we will see on how this model will be established, and then we will see the security of the models, how we have to apply security for the models, and finally this will be done. For today we'll discuss that. One by one, slowly we can see all things. We cannot create a direct environment here. We have to take any one environment, okay, and using that environment we have to create another environment. So we are copying the properties of this Anil environment here to our new environment Douglas_Rajesh. So that's why it will be taking time. I told, right, it will take time because it needs to write so many LBB files, .lbb files, and you should know the environment also, where the environment will be there, what we can do. So these things you have to know this first, because we can use any existing environment. There is no harm to use the existing environment here. So let me go to the home tab once again. Okay, go to the planning and consolidation administration once again. So let's create a model. Okay, so first create the dimension, then we'll create the model. So go to the dimensions. So let's create a new dimension here. So before creation of dimension, okay, on the way of creation I'll show you that anyways. Just click on the new here. Yeah, you can give the ID here. For example, I'm giving material ID. Material underscore ID. Description is material. And the type is these types. If you guys remember clearly, on the day when I have started, I have told you the different types of dimension types like account, category, entity, time, currency, intercompany, user defined. So like this, I told you the different types of dimension types where you have to assign for your material, or where you have to assign for your new dimension, right? So whenever you create, for example, you create anything in relevant to account, you have to, oh my god, I'm a lot of noise. All noise is coming somewhere else it is. Anyway, see, so when you're creating any particular ID or a dimension, it should be related to any one of this category. As I told you that either it's a account or entity or a group or intercompany or whatever it is. So you have to do that. Particular dimension type should be attached to your new dimension. Then only it will be recognized to which it was actually being created. And if it is not a relevant dimension, it is only user defined, then you have to do it as a user defined. Okay. So now I will create both one for your purpose. Just let me create one with account and one with user defined. Okay. For example, I am giving account, material ID as a account, and say I'm saying create. Create. Okay. So now you are seeing this dimension screen. Remember, for every dimension you create and for the particular dimension type you inherit into the dimension, it will have some properties. Okay, dimension properties it will have. So accordingly, it will generate the structure of a new dimension. Okay. So if you want to edit any dimension type property, you can edit here. You can delete the particular property or you can edit the property, but in general we won't delete the properties. We'll have this because for account I need to know account type, rate type and scaling. These three will be there. Okay, so automatically this will come with the account. So if you delete something unknowingly, so you have to create one more time for that. Okay, so while creating, be careful. So just say save and close. And you can see our material ID here, which is in green color, which means that it was created successfully. In the same way, let me create for customer user defined way. It's a new one, right? So a new user defined dimension I will create. For example, I am creating as a customer name. Now in the type, take the user defined type. This is the user defined type. Remember, I will show you one difference here. If you select user defined as U here, it will not give U in all your tips. See in the right side part, for one user defined it was U1 and second one it was U2. Like that, for third one it will be U3, fourth one U4. Like that the number will increase. But it will not show for all user defined as user defined U only. It will add some numbers on user defined thing. So it will be easy to identify how many user defined dimensions have been created for a particular environment also. Let me create it. See, we have scaling is the only one with the user defined, because user defined is a one which we cannot predict the properties directly. So it will have only scaling. Now if you want to add, for example, if your user defined dimension is having a mixed properties of account and category, you can edit it. You can add the properties here. In the add button, you can add. You can click on the add. See, if you know the property, because there is no help for this, so if you know the property, you have to give the ID and name of the property, and you have to give the characters of the property, and you can enter it. For example, the property is account type only. So it will add like that, and you can save it and close it. You can save it once again. So now I can see the material ID also here, and my customer ID also here. So like this, you guys can create the dimensions accordingly to your flexibility. Okay. So let me create a model now first. So now what I am doing is, remember the scenario. What I am doing is here. So first, now I will generate a model now here, and with that model, I will generate a some report in the EPM add-in. Okay, we have EPM add-in. So in that we have to generate the report. Okay, so let me create the model first here. Then we'll create some report on that. Just click on the model. Model is based on completely wizard based. Click on the model. So you are seeing some models here, right? So in this list of models, you can create one new model. So create new model. Create new model. It's a little slow. Okay. Now provide the ID and description of the model. For example, ours is sales model. I'm saying sales. define a model type. So any model when you are creating, it will be on 3 types. Remember, as you are seeing here, it might be a standard model, it might be a financial model, or it might be a consolidation model. Okay, if it is a standard model, the options will be changed in the right side mode. Okay, if it is a standard model, we have two things, whether one is periodic or YTD. Periodic means it depends to period. Okay, and YTD means year to date. You know that. If it is finance, for example, I'm selecting financial, then it comes with rates also. You have to define the rates. If it is a consolidation model, I'm creating a consolidation model, then I have to create the ownership also. Who is the owner and what is the ownership thing, and we have to define all those things also. Okay, so now I am not going for anything else. I'm just going for standard because I'm creating a very basic model. It's called standard model. Okay, let it be a periodic model. Okay, and now say next. Okay, here select the model from which you want to start. That means if a model already existing with the same properties, and if you want to define that model from your current new model, you can select like that. Or else if you want to create a new fresh model, then you can select a blank model here. Okay, there is no reference for us. So let's go with a blank model and say next. Say next. Now here, this is the particular screen where we will attach all the dimensions what we have created earlier, and we'll do that. Generally, it is must that at least one account, one category, one time dimension you have to attach in your model. Okay, and only one is entertained, not two dimensions will not be entertained of same user type. Remember that. See, account, for example, I'm saying material. I'm taking the material. Just wait. See, material is an account, so I'm selecting that. Douglas, don't touch the machine, please, for some while. And then category. So let's see, category, standard category I'm taking. Add the category, and then entity. Okay, and then time, standard time dimension we can take it. Okay, and select our new dimension which we have created in the user defined parameters. What is that? Customer name, U3. So select that one also. And here one more point for you guys. When you want to secure your dimensions, because some people will create their own customized dimensions, that's what I created right now. So if you create that dimensions, and if you want no one to touch your dimension, because they might change your properties if they touch your dimension, so that there is a harm in that sense. So you can secure those dimensions in the model, so no one will touch them until unless your permission is granted to them. Okay. So further, you have to just click on a checkbox called secured here. If you click the secured thing here, it will take it as a secured in this model, and no one can touch it until or unless you give permissions to them. Okay, that's it. So now say next. Noise. Yeah, in the copy from source, there is no need to copy because we have not defined any source model. That's why you don't need any copy from source here. Just simply say next. So this is the name, these are the dimensions, this is the type. So I'm yeah, the model is now created. Now close it. And you can see your model. You can see your model here. Sales planning. See, if you click on that, it will take you to the screen where it was created. That means the model complete overview. See, even at this point also you can give security. If you have forgot the security there, if you want to provide security, you can again go to here. You can provide some security and say, you can say save, and you can do that. So like that it will go. See the general settings and everything you can change here one more time if you want to change something in your model. Okay, so that's it. This is a way how you have to create a new model. Okay, now this model, what I will do is we have to take this model to that means we will not generate anything here. This is now copied. Now this model, using this model, I will create a new connection and I will just generate a report in the EPM add-in. Okay, so let's see that. But I hope it won't happen because there is a problem with your home installation. I saw that. Just wait. The home. So I have to sort this issue today. See, this is what. Douglas, install EPM add-in for Microsoft Office. This should be there. I should use a Microsoft Office environment very frequently here. So I have to use that. So I need this installation of EPM add-in. This is a plugin that was provided by BPC, which we have to generate reports on Excel.